Hello there everyone, it's Mark3 and welcome back to a bit of Everspace 2, where I'm once again rocking a new ship colour scheme, as I seem to have been doing as I just flick around between new paints I get in the last few episodes. But in this case, this one's interesting because the primary colour on this one is actually a dominant metallic Aquarius. The actual paint shade is Aquarius, and I happen to be an Aquarius in real life, as it turns out, so yeah, fun little fact about me, I'm an Aquarius. Don't always understand what that means, but it is what it is. I just happen to know that I'm Aquarius. I don't really pay that much attention to it. But since last time I have been running around, like doing little random signals, bouncing back and forth. That was part of the reason in the last episode or so I was trying to explore more out into the systems, so I could like open up more space to roam around in. And it's worked out pretty well. I've reached level 8. Though right now I am at the Alcyon system, the Alcyon station rather, where I've just found this massive wreck, like all the way up here. I didn't even notice it because it was in the backdrop effectively, but apparently it's a live one. There's something in here. There's loot to be had. No loot here, it says. Well, I believe it because there's just a shield generator in there, isn't there? Better not use that. Okay, shut down that shield generator, which has opened up a spot where there is loot. Missile defense system. I got myself a new device. All I had to do was dodge a massive deadly laser. Ah well, could have been much worse. I'll still find that.
Everything here.
Hey, completion complete as well. That was the last thing I was missing here. I've probably noticed this before, but I'll say it again. I've realised that if there's a little white mark at the bottom of the diamond in an area, that means you're actually 100% completed the area. If there isn't, then you haven't. And I have been looking around a few of these a bit more, trying to complete them a little bit. But yeah. But anyway, that was the last thing here. So let's go ahead and jump out to Union Bridge. I need to head towards main base to unload because I've got a bit of stuff in my cargo, as you can see. But I want to actually check if there's anything at the Union Bridge shop before I actually, you know, commit and start crafting replacement materials, because some of my stuff is like level 4 or so. I've already given in and made some new rockets for myself, and it basically doubled the damage they were doing, so my rockets were way out of date. Alright, just so you know, I was planning to be a bit more flexible in terms of recordings as well. So I just happened to be doing this because I played a bit, like my roaming, then I'm coming back again and I'm doing a bit more here. But this is like, the most recent episode that's gone out is all the rockets, where I first actually started using a rocket pod. And basically I've kept it equipped since then, though you'll see that in the preceding episodes before this one. Recording these things it's slightly out of order is weird. Also, was that a random ship container? Okay, sure. But there is a comment, so I'll go ahead and address it. Oops. Going back here. You're mine. Iron and copper. Nice. So yeah, Happy Afer said there was a few irregularities in the last episode. Happy Afer was kind enough to mention them, yeah. I did stumble on most of it like before this episode, so since I'm responding to that, sorry Happy Afer, thank you for the help, very much. But I did eventually notice an episode or so back that I was getting some of this stuff, so Happy Afer said, quote, "I did not get anything from that," end quote. You got 1,000 credits from the distress call. It was visible for about 1.5 seconds. Yeah, I realised because I hit a bunch more of those distress calls where it's like, help me fix my ship up, and I realised I was getting paid for them. Which I see what you mean about it being a decent chunk. Ooh, I was going to say, ooh, that's a rare one, but no, it's just purple. It's just level 9. Still could be better than my level 7s though, must admit. So damage scaling is going up. Quote, that was not a madcap. End quote. But it was one. The mines did spawn from it. Yeah, I was getting a bit tunnel vision at the time, I think. It's like I was trying to focus on a shield ST. Stay away from that abomination. So yeah, part of the problem I was having is like back then is like tunnel vision, is like trying to nail the shots of what I was firing. So much so that I wasn't reading the text saying what you're shooting at, which is kind of important. So, you know, a bit of a bad habit I was forming there. Thermogun, a sensor, a recharge booster. You can see I have upgraded some of my gear as I've been going around. So, not really got anything much there. Let's escape and launch. Okay, so you notice I just referred to Shield ST as an abomination and should have thought of equipping it. So I discovered this after the episode All the Rockets, and I was kind of shocked when I did, but again to recap here, because it's responded to the comment. The comment is, in the last fight I noticed just how slow your shields trigger their recharge. Hang on while I steer. There we go. Both when you flew to the last madcap and when the scout attacked you, that was an unknown signal. I'll leave it be for the moment. I actually want to get to story locations in this recording, but yeah, no, I am Mark III, not going for the random loot. WTF, what happened? I want to explore and expand and maybe get my next story mission done. I think that's what I want to do right now. Since I have just been rolling around for a few hours and just like doing random stuff. Both when you from Madcat and when the scout attacked you from behind, your shield still had not started to recharge. You really need a better shield. The thing is, I had an ST shield which it was like high capacity but absolutely rubbish in terms of its recovery. So yeah, I was having trouble with my shields at that point because if my shield wouldn't recharge for like 10 seconds, if it got knocked out, it was down for nearly 20 seconds. It was like really, really bad, but that was an ST variant shield. So as you do, store. Actually, while we're here, we can try and do this mainframe stuff too. I should have sold that. I'll just stash it instead. Stash that Bloodstar core, which is, of course, Raider set. So I want to hang on to that for the time being. I want those 2 nanites out of storage, please. This coil gun, it's more powerful per blast compared to the Maverick, but the Zapper, sorry, not the Maverick, the Zapper. Maverick, I think it's like, there are some production names on some stuff, but I don't know what they mean. They seem to be different from the normal versions, but they aren't a set thing, like is mentioned on the Bloodstar core. So, I misspoke last episode or so, saying I've got, I had some other set items when I don't. That Zapper, sorry, that coil gun, occasionally useful, but not really going that. Oh, the other thing is, I actually found a railgun, which is my last basic weapon type. I've tried it out a little bit. It's okay, I'll show you on camera if we find a situation for it. But amazing range, but not that flexible in general. I think it's probably a good way to put it. And I've got a marksman Gauss cannon there just because reasons. Anyway, yeah, let's see. Press R to combine. New mainframe expansion. Okay, so that does that. And what is it? Is it under ship? Oh, here we go, ship. And I can add and remove. Increase my reduction. Increase energy damage, kinetic damage of installed devices and ults. Also gives them better cooldown. Nice. Unique benefits depending on ship subclass. In this case, shield reduction, critical chance and damage, and flat out damage boosts. Ooh, I've got plus 30% to both of those right now. I'm not sure what I want. I'll try utility for the cooldown thing. Yep, I can unassign it. Okay. Okay, and it is more expensive as you put more into it. 2, 0. So the next one, to level 3, it'll cost me 3 expansions. I'll get the biggest bang for my buck, I suppose, if I spread them out a little bit. A little bit harder, a little bit more endurance, a little bit more utility. That'll do. Sorry, I've just spent the first 10 minutes or so waffling on, haven't I? Right, anyway, moving on. Now that I've unloaded everything, I can go ahead and start to do stuff. There's still a few unvisited locations in the area, but I want to hit the main mission, I think. See what it unlocks. Because I actually also... I looked up that mission... No mission. That thing about destroy all the armor. And apparently it's a really contentious one. Destroy the Bloodstar... What should we call its armor? The Overseer's armor. Because as soon as I started typing in the string from the quest, Google immediately said Everspace 2, destroy all of the Overseer's armor. So it's like, people have been having trouble with that. But apparently I need to get close enough and then use precision weapon, because if you're close, it highlights in orange. I'm going the right way? I'm going the right way. Highlights in orange that you need to shoot the armor plates off the physical ship. Ooh, distress call. I will divert through distress call. So yeah, apparently it's just something that really confused a lot of people. Right, let's go into this one and claim that I didn't get paid for this one as well. What have we got? We've got actually a battle situation.
We need help at once.
You need help at once. Let's go ahead and install that. Actually, that's really quick, because I've not done it yet. And I didn't find any new replacements. I need new armor, and I actually need, of all things, I need a new shield. I can't make uncommon stuff, but I can make standard stuff. So I'll make a shield. That's one other advantage of me wandering around like this. It's like I have a bunch of extra parts I can use. Okay. And if I... You can't increase the rarity of superior legendary items, you can't increase the rarity of craft... Oh, I can't increase the rarity of crafted items? So I can only increase the rarity of stuff I find. Okay. Lose a chunk of recharge rate, and some recharge speed, and the precision bonus in return for a little bit more capacity. That's not worth it. A big chunk of extra capacity, a little bit less firepower, 1% less repair per kill. I think the increase in durability balances out the reduction in repair percentage. Loss of firepower is not massive. I mean, 31 to 30, so I lose like 1%. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take it. Anyway, let's get in there. This is not a good situation to demonstrate the railgun, I don't think.
Too risky.
Whenever I keep... Okay, hang on. This is a problem I seem to keep having.
Hope I haven't bitten off more than I can chew.
I'll be fine. Yeah, it's like I've noticed in the middle of fights, whenever I keep clicking middle mouse to lock on to stuff, right? But then the issue I'm having is that because scrolling is switching weaponry, I keep winding up switching weaponry. Okay. I think we lost one cargo ship, but I am okay for taking out two. Oh no, that's the other ship. It moved, I think. Actually, I don't know. Did I lose another one? Maybe.
I'm seeing no more attackers. We made it.
There we go, 1,500, top right. Blinking, you miss it. But, yeah, I did get paid for that. Okay, let's move on. So much for emptying my cargo hold of loot, because there's a whole bunch of stuff here.
Nifty station is under attack.
Ooh.
Main hub? Come in, main hub. We are in a bit of a pickle here. Please send... Ah, who am I kidding? Rotti, Agneta, everyone. We're doing this alone, people.
Hey, need help?
Oh, thanks, Sol. Reinforcements. And just in the nick of time, these scoundrels are pummeling us.
All right, here we go.
Steady now, Dennings. Take aim before you... Ah, yes, that's much better. 4 bags of crisps to whomever gets me that scout.
4 bags of crisps. You're really setting the bar pretty high, aren't you?
Make it 5 bags. And a bottle of port. Can't go wrong with a decent strafe, eh, Agneta?
Okay. I was vaguely aware that...
Forgetting something. Ah, my mistake. Carry on. Well, fancy that. Bullseye.
I was vaguely forgetting that there is on-planet sections, though notice that the crates are just floating there.
Shot, Rotti.
So there is that.
Brilliant. Keep it up, everyone. There's a fair chance we're going to win this.
Also, as you probably noticed, I am using my railgun as my secondary here. Though, luckily, the railgun has a bit of give.
I can see the sky again. Carry on scouting the perimeter while I have a chat with our visitor. Sir, if you don't mind docking here, I'd like to have a word.
Why is there a drone 9 kilometers away? I think it must have been chasing after someone. Right. So the railgun. It has a bit of a time lag when you use it because, well, so it like winds up and then you release it for a much more powerful shot. To call up its stats. It doesn't look that impressive. Bear in mind it's a double shot, so it's twice that. Then, if you fully charge it, it deals 750% more damage. And it also does an extra 10% to armor, but that's just because it's an uncommon one. But, yeah. 750%. It also scopes in a little bit as it charges. I think that drone's probably just like wandering around, not really doing much. But say it does that. The 2 little things on the sides of my crosshair, once they're together, then you can fire it. Yeah, I think they're just staying out there. But it does seem to have a bit of magnetism to it, because it tends to be fairly forgiving, unlike the coil gun and the zappers, which really need to be precise. Unfortunately, it's also a slower rate of fire compared to those 2 I mentioned before, which can fire real quick if I need to. By the way, don't mind me ground control. I'm just doing a weapon demonstration here. So, yeah, the railgun, it's about half the strength of my zapper in total per shot, if I was firing it without charging it up first. Actually, how fast can I fire this? Actually, not bad at all. Got to remember, it is half the thing, though. That might work, I'll have to try that. But anyway, let's go ahead and land.
I've never seen outlaws coming this close to G&B turf.
Indeed. Say, you look familiar. You've been here
I think I have, yeah.
No, I'm a wingman from Alcyone Station. We had a bit of server trouble, so I was ordered to come here and get a fresh batch of jump keys.
So you weren't sent as reinforcement? Oh, those blasted bureaucrats.
Oh, I'm sorry to
There's a
disappoint you, guy.
tandem squad of outlaws at our doorstep, and all management cares about is a fresh batch of jump keys. I'm sorry to inform you, but you were sent on a fool's errand. The only keys we were given are reserved for my own people.
There are none left?
None whatsoever.
Not even if I was to take care of your outlaw problem?
Well, in that case, I might be able to think of something. Before you leave, have a look at our ship loadout. There may be something that catches your eye.
Ah, yes, there it is. Okay. Full card on the table here. I was also not just looking up that challenge versus the armor plating. I was also looking at where I start to find ship parts, because you know how with Dark Souls, Fashion Souls is a thing, and I've been getting into the paint schemes of this. I've been wondering when I start unlocking modular parts for my ships, and I stumbled on the mission, which I'm on here, gives you access to your first ship dealer. So I could actually get access to a new ship out here if I was so inclined. Also higher level stuff. So yeah, I can swap my ship out if I want to. A Scout, a Stinger, a Hornet. Oh, there's a jobs board here as well. I'm not sure what my thing is. Is there a comparison thing? But anyway, yeah, Scouts. I need to have a look around at these, hang on. I've been looking back and forth. I've got 2 lights, 2 mediums, and 2 heavies in the list here. It's not colours coded, by the way. It's colour coded by terms of tier. So class 1's are grey, class 1 plus is green, class 2 is blue. But this Harpy one down here is actually a medium class. But I'm kind of maybe thinking about the Harpy. I mean, the Spirit, 4% increase to damage per 100 meters distance to target, so that's 40% if I hit targets at a kilometer. So the Spirit kind of plays into my whole keep my distance kind of thing. I do sacrifice 3 cargo and a bunch of durability though, but speed is a little bit higher and handling is much greater, so far more agile. Also, its ult turns it invisible and gives it basically an assassin style strike. Weapon damage increases to 300%, which resets 1 second. So basically, most weapons are a single hit or a couple of hits for 300% damage coming out of cloak. Also, it can't be detected by mines while it's shadow striking either. So while the ult's on, it can ignore mines. Also gets shield and armor bonuses while cloaked too. So things worth noting. The Stinger basically attacks things nearby with a nanobot swarm, prioritizing your targeted ship, and then that helps restore you. All devices on board counts having +1 level. Also, using a device powers an additional primary hardpoint for 5 seconds, so you can have multiple hardpoints firing at once. It only has 2 primary hardpoints though. Same as our current ship. That Harpy, which I said I was being tempted by, let's see, 5% increased weapon damage for each enemy within 500 meters, up to 30% total, so there's a cap on it. Lower shields, better armor, slightly worse hull, decent boost to handling. Quantum Tether turns the target into a tether anchor that connects them to up to 5 surrounding enemies and also receive all direct applied damage to target. Damage increases by 5% with each tethered enemy. Okay. Enemies within 300 meters cannot regenerate their shields. Okay. This guy kind of... I like it because extra weapon slot in turn for 1 less consumable slot, which I'm not broken up about at all, but this guy is more styled to be a close-in brawler, it feels like, because close combat specialty, 300 meters, the enemy can't regenerate shields. I'm not a close combat style fighter myself. Liberator, especially his arsenal, uses 4 primary hard points, effectively doubling the damage of and energy consumption of weaponry. It can have up to 3 different ones as well, so it's like primary weapons on this guy, super powered. For its ultimate, deploys an automatic turret which can help defend itself for 20 seconds. And a passive, the turrets can also take out mines as well. Massive boost to hull and armor, loses some speed, loses a lot of handling, so this is why this guy is sluggish. Does have a big cargo hold though. Then the tier 2 is a Fulmin, special reanimator. Destroyed enemies leave behind a wreck that can be salvaged to spawn an allied drone that persists between locations. So you get your own little drone swarm coming with you. You go up to 5 drones active at a time, gain 100% increased shield capacity, reduced by 20% for each spawned drone. So as you lose drones, your shield capacity goes up, but even then your shields are pretty strong anyway, and your armor, and your hull is absolutely monstrous. Only 1 secondary, 2 primaries though, so this guy kind of relies on getting those drones out for its specials. But ultimate greatly increases drones' rate of fire and synchronized to attack your targeted opponent. Temporarily spawns any missing drones for the duration of the effect as well. It has a double passive, so 50% reduction in damage from enemy drones, and drones violently explode on death, damaging and slowing nearby enemies. So this guy is a little bit of a necromancer kind of thing. Relies on its summons rather than itself, but it's a bit of a monster in combat in general, while the Liberator is a monster in head-to-head combat. The Griffin I would kind of like. I mean, extra primary, extra secondary in return for losing 1 consumable, which, as I said, I'm not gutted by anyway. A bit of extra cargo, slightly slower, bit of fun. So this guy is like generally an upgrade. Worse shields, armor and hull are better though. Weapons use boost energy after weapon energy is depleted, so that means my boost bar can count as extra weapon battery. Weapon overdrive, heavily boosts weapon damage, fire rate, provides unlimited energy. Killing an enemy increases the range duration by 1 second, and passives, critical hits have a 20% chance of recharging weapon overdrive by 1%. But the thing is, it's like 30,000. I don't want to sell my current ship to get it, but Griffin is kind of what I'm leaning towards. I'm not entirely sure. 1 second while I adjust my timer for an extra 10 minutes because I want to do some more stuff with this episode. Let's be entirely honest, and I'm just sitting just like look at the pretty spaceships. Yes, very nice. I mean, I can see myself in the Spirit. Maybe the Hornet, but the Spirit I think will suit me a bit better as I've been playing to this point. Tempted by the Harpy for the extra hard point, but it's I wouldn't be using specials. Want the Griffin, but I don't have the cash. Okay, jobs. Basically go and do the things. And it looks like they're marked in green, so that's a different colour from primary and secondary objectives, so that's all fine. I do have the option to just start accepting these guys. And they'd pay me about 2,000 credits, and there is a renown system, so that probably means better rewards and treatment. Okay, there was a button to accept all of them, I'll just take them all. Because I'm guessing I might need renown and need to do the jobs to actually get things sorted out. Right, next thing. I'm looking at these ST shields and I'm going to buy one. Look at that. 16.8 seconds shutdown. 8.4 recharge delay. You know I'm hesitating a little bit. But hear me out. I have a reason for my madness. The accursed ST shields I am tempted by. I shall become the heretic and mount this guy, because look, this guy is just like a level 8 one, 184 capacity, so big shield boost. I'll mount it, like that. Very slow charge rates and things, yes. I'll keep the other one I have just in case. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my perks, and I'm going to take Defensive Massacre. Killing an enemy instantly triggers shield recharge. Hopefully that includes if I actually have my shield broken, it can start recharging immediately then. Because if it does, that'll let me actually bypass a lot of the drawbacks of this ST shield's poor recovery rate. If it doesn't work out that way, I'll switch back to my other shield. Now let's also see what can I do. I think I can afford some more upgrades from Dax as well. Do I have the Hadron buffers? I do not. I have everything else though. Hang on. Okay, unfortunately I couldn't quite do that stuff for Dax. I just didn't have enough stuff. Because unfortunately I needed titanium for those bits I was missing, and I've barely had any of that so far.
My tech advisor transferred data concerning 2 nearby mines, each harboring about half a dozen rapscallions.
Got it. Just leave it to me.
Wonderful, and Godspeed.
He is looking quite forward to this. That was not very far at all. Oh wait, no, I need to go inside, right. If I'm going inside... You know what, let's give this one another shout. Let's give the Marksman Gauss rifle a shout. Though actually, oops. Hang on.
Looks like they made themselves at home here. They even had time to put up a missile silo.
Sorry, I was getting slightly confused there. Don't like that much. Okay, right. Where's my flak cannon? Flak cannon! Something I figured out during testing. / rolling around. Flak cannon is great for intercepting missiles. Just point in its direction and shoot. The proximity does the rest. I say as I missed twice. Hang on. There we go. You still have to get fairly close with the flak cannon shot before it does anything. I just shoot that guy. Also, because I've not been bothering to switch my mining laser, I've just been doing that to harvest stuff as well. No, they're still far away. Okay, I need to go in here. Right. Ooh, wow. Is that mine?
I think I got them all. Let's check the other cave.
Here's a mine in a mine. I am funny, yes. But yeah, if you can't be bothered to spend time mining, get a flak cannon. You don't get the bonus rolls, but it does clear out the mined material real quick. My question is though, how were they able to get this close to the base? There's my railgun. How are they getting set up this close to the base, though? You know? Hello, sniper. Goodbye, sniper. Unfortunately, though, the charge shots do take a lot of power. So yeah, that ship with the ability to use cruise power as an additional weapon reserve, that'd be able to make much better use of this railgun, to be honest. Of course, it would have the slight issue of like also depleting your boosters too. So it's a bit of a trade-off. Okay, let's see what's in here then.
Great, a detonator drone. I don't like where this is going.
I don't like where this is going either, if I'm going to be entirely honest with you. That said, though, there was actually that challenge. Bring it up. Here we go. Destroy an outlaw... No, destroy an outlaw drone carrier without destroying drones. Outlaw demolisher with one of its own mines. Maybe I'll find a demolisher down here. Who knows? Ooh, magnetic repulsor. I also wonder why it says deserted, but it's definitely active. There's definitely still stuff to be mined down here. Okay, down this way. Then again, it's like G&B, isn't it? It's like they leave debris all over the darn place. For some reason, when I look at that drill head I just passed, it makes me think space engineers. Ah, yes, it is this way.
Got him. That was half a dozen.
Were they guarding something? They were guarding a resource deposit. Oh, I'm damaging something. Yay! Material. And also a mineral patch. Guess that means I just need to head back up.
Hey, you! This cave is ours now.
Because you killed everyone inside? In that case, shouldn't it be mine now?
It's a blasted vicious circle.
NFT station? Expect things to be a lot calmer from now on.
Thank you. We are in your debt.
I'm glad I could help. Heading back to your place now.
Web mines. Interesting, but not sure I'll ever use them. I mean, I've not used mines at all so far. Because if I'm running from someone, I hit my booster to get away as fast as physically possible. So I'm not sure how much use it would be to me. Nifty station. Sure, let's land. Let's see what he has to say.
So, about those keys.
This is highly unofficial, but there is a decommissioned jump gate at the Charybdis junkyard that may contain old key signatures.
Ooh, okay.
I was hoping for a more straightforward solution.
It is indeed a dubious solution, but for a dubious character.
Oh,
You see, while you were gone, I ran a background check. Your name is Adam Roslin. You are a fugitive sought by the Colonial Fleet.
Scrap. Didn't expect a G&B officer to be so diligent.
Well, we have a bit of time on our hands out here. I also learned that you were a wingman assigned to Craig Callahan's squad. A wingman who apparently died defending a doomed engineer.
Just because Callahan abandoned him didn't make him doomed.
And that is precisely why I am helping you. Because in management's eyes, we too are a lost cause. The yields in Ceto are drying up. Director Blakemore is making more profit from our life insurance than from what we actually mine. Everyone should get out while they can.
I'll search the junk's gate for those key signatures then.
At Charybdis Bowl, yes. And should you require some additional funds, we have a few assignments on the job board.
Sounds good. Thanks, and good luck.
Likewise, Mr. Roslin. Out here, we all need it.
oh my. So, the more I hear, the more enchanted I am by G&B. My objective is right next to me. Okay, I'll do that next, and then that might be about it for this episode. Then again, the episode All the Rockets was nearly 50 minutes long, so I don't mind overrunning. If I'm having fun, that's the main thing, I think. Plus we do have the goals of finding shiny ship. pieces and getting funds for ships as well. So advancing the main quest a little bit further only helps that. This game just continues to look gorgeous, though. I do like how it looks. Okay, here we go. What do we got?
Okay, let's find the gate and those signatures.
I hope that's not the gate down there. This place is a... I do like finding junkyards. There's something about the appearance. I think that's the gate down there, isn't it? But there's an active building down here, so you know what we're going to do. Also, there's a box I just found. What are you? Potentially somewhere I can dock. You offer to build stuff. Do you unlock ship modifications? We build it, you finish it. It says it's a store. Okay, hopefully that's something. Just I know this mission does start getting you some ship parts. Means I don't. Yeah, doesn't mean I know where exactly I'm going to find them. Jump gate module. Just some scrap.
Just junk? Guess someone beat me to it. Great. Now what?
Look around, I think.
A jump suppressor. Where did that come from?
Someone is stopping me from leaving. Can't have that. And it's not these guys, apparently.
Now how to find a single suppressor in this junk?
Yeah, there's a question though. Where did it come from? Where did it go? What are you gonna do, Cotton Eye Joe? More importantly, loot. Let's get the shiny. How do I get in there? Oops, not by doing that.
Banked.
Nice, that was worth my while. Still need to find that suppressor though. Somewhere over this way, I think. Oh, hello. I hope that's not a trash compactor because I'm about to dive straight into it.
Oh boy. I guess no matter how worthless something has become, there'll always be someone willing to kill for it.
I know I'm on the right track, it seems. Well, there's something in here. Because this place has the Crushers of Doom protecting it. Oops, I think I'm in the middle of it. Right, through that. What's next? A loot box. What do you got? A green flak. Extra damage if your ship is in sunlight. It's a solar-powered flak. And it's even without sunlight, it's still stronger than mine. I'll take that. Haha! My flak cannons become even more powerful. Also, it's now caustic green. Because solar powered means acidic, I suppose. Well worth exploring. Me, I'm happy. Because I got shiny thing. Alright, I think it's got to be that place down there that's got this suppressor in it. I've been scouring the rest of the place. I found an upgrade to my high capacity homing missiles. But it's just like a slightly higher level and also high capacity, so that's all I found really. But yeah, this looks like the place that's going to have the suppressor in it. Actually, yeah, there it is, the jump suppressor. Underneath here. Or is that inside? I think that's... I heard laser beams of death, I think it's inside. I hear doors of crushing goodness. Definitely inside. All the way over here. Wow, this suppressor's actually really well protected. Is the point just to try and trap people down here to add to the junk pile? Oh, there's a door there, I think. And yeah, I hear emitters in there as well, so I guess the general access is going to be... not through here. It's going to be through... over here. Yeah, over here. No. Do I really just have to go into the nearest entrance? I guess I do. Though, I'm guessing once I disable it, that's the trap. This door will shut, and I'll have to try and get out and escape afterwards. Because this is way too easy.
And... Huh? Someone clearly doesn't want me to leave.
Yep, called it. Hello, laser beams of doom. I knew you were ahead in my imminent future. Not really seeing much I need to worry about, so let's go ahead and wander. Okay, so what is that? That is a battery. Okay, so these are the power sources for this place.
Some kind of factory gone rogue? I really feel like getting processed today.
Yeah, I said this is to try and add us to the junk pile. That was a close one. I'm guessing detects the ship's presence. Oh, there's a shield barrier there. If there's a ship detected, then it goes ahead. All that for one biomass. Okay. Okay, do I need to pull you out? Okay. But yeah, the idea is ship detected, trigger the thing so they can't run away, they investigate, try to disable it, and then they get caught and processed by all this. Oh, I need to put it in the generator, I think. Oh, there is another scrap. There is a scrap metal, but it's outside. It glitched through the thing. Okay. Oops. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Here we go. That's opened up. Shield generators, which is probably for that overhead hatch. Yep, because that's the laser beam through from up there. And there's my escape path. That was an interesting diversion.
That's it. I'm out of here.
Please, don't Geo-oo.
Huh? Who is this?
Text-to-speech
I
device.
need your parts.
Right, but so do I. You know, this is a junkyard. Why not look for spares that aren't attached to people?
Computing request. Request accepted. IWWWW will LOOKFF for spares that are attached from PPP people.
Nice. The signal's coming from near the jump gate. Maybe that bot knows what happened to the gate's key module.
He will search for parts that are detached from people. Meaning he'll detach them and then take them? Or ask that I detach the parts for him? Oh, this is that place I found before. The place that looked like it might be a shop. G&B scrapyard. So I'm guessing that G&B had this facility to process stuff and then abandoned it, effectively. Let's have a look. However, he wants parts.
Welcome to Charybdis Recycling Plant, where your garbage is our future. How may I help you?
He's
I'm looking
malfunctioning
for
a bit.
jump gate module that can generate new jump keys.
Computing request. Only head management at HQ can generate and activate new key codes. If you are an employee of Grady and Brunt, please direct all code requests to HQ.
HQ? That's not even in this system. You're saying that everyone who isn't part of the company cannot leave Ceto?
Exempt our colonial military off. Off. Turning off all systems.
Wait, what about the military?
Colonial officials may use their military override to access jumping facilities.
A military override, huh?
Pyrrhus. I need PAR. Thank you for having visited Charybdis Recycling
I
Plant,
kind of feel bad for this guy.
where your garbages are few.
Oh dear.
Guy. But time to head back to Dex.
Oh dear. That was interesting. He does have some parts, though. -5 for a +5/+5, but lose 31 points for structure. Right. Sensor, not really worth it. Cooling units. Yeah, he seems to have a bit of random assortment. He does have a fair chunk of solar panels. Yeah, looks alright. That said, though, I still need to speed to combat test that shield ST combined with my perk. But that's all fine. I can leave now at least.
Any word on the jump keys?
Yeah, one good, one bad.
Just throw them together in one line.
I know how to get through the gate, but we will need a military override.
An override? Like in a hive unit?
Wait, what? We need a hive?
That's what you just told me. You don't happen to know where to find one, do you?
No, I don't.
I'm not sure I trust the sound of those pauses.
I don't
Looks
either.
like there's only one place where we will most definitely find one, but it won't be easy.
That pause is on you now.
Your friend just emerged from cryo.
Oh.
Ben, he's awake?
No, the other one.
Ooh.
Get your ass back here.
I'm coming back. This episode's getting extended because I do not want to lock myself out of Rhodia 2 for when I'm just roaming around. Because that's home base. I need to dump cargo at home base until I can find a way to sell it somewhere where it's maximum profit.
We might have a problem.
Oh dear.
Hey, what are you?
What is it? Dax? Hold on tight. I'm on my way.
Well, let's see if our newly dethawed human popsicle is feeling friendly. Which is probably a bit alarmed by the current situation.
What the? Dex?
Paralyzing darts. Your lab here is everything. So you hijacked my transport and brought me here. Not much I can figure out. You left me unattended, so you're obviously not that smart. He's fine. He'll just have a bit of a headache when he wakes up. Firstly, I'm going to give you this local muscle relaxant so you can move your jaw. Then I want you to talk. If you don't give me satisfactory answers, I will use this syringe, which will put you to sleep indefinitely. Blink if you understand. Okay, so where the hell am I?
Ceto system, DMZ.
God damn it. So those bastards really did send me to the DMZ. This is all I need. So you're outlaws.
Not quite. Free agents.
How many more of you?
Just the three of us.
Yeah, I saw the poor guy in the next room. Raiding medical convoys something you do often?
First time. The hell?
Welcome back. Are you going to cause trouble? Your companion here has been filling me in on a few details. You know, you should never hijack a lady without her consent.
You're unintended cargo. We were only after the meds.
Well, I'm not sure what meds alone will do to help your friend in the cryo. Those are 3rd and 4th degree burns. He'll need operating on. You weren't planning on doing it yourselves, were you?
We're just doing what we think is right.
Well, I'm a medic first and foremost, so I'm offering to save your friend. If you can get me back out of the DMZ afterwards. This is not where I need to be.
Oh.
Look, we'll bring you back to GMB. Apologies and all.
No thanks. G and B are in my bad books now. Perhaps I should have read the small print in the contract. I had no idea I'd end up in the DMZ.
Okay. Yeah, we can come to an arrangement. No small print.
Okay then. Well, you two can scrape yourselves off the floor while I get to work. And no funny business, okay?
I have to admit, I like her style.
Yeah, I do too. Oh, she definitely has a good head on her shoulders.
By the way, Dr. Delia Wendo.
Call me
Nice to meet you.
Dex, and that's Adam.
So, which one of you brought me into this mess?
That was me.
That puts you in the pilot seat when I fly back out.
Don't worry, you and I have the same goal here. But first, we need to find a military override to get past the jump gate.
You got a plan for that?
Actually, we might. Adam, have you ever heard of the Cedo Ghost Fleet?
Can't say that I have.
It's a graveyard of old war wrecks, hidden by those Bloodstar idiots. It's a treasure trove of scrapped military tech, bunker casings, cruiser engines.
Hive units?
Exactly. Problem is, it's hidden by distractor tech, so no one ever found it.
So, more beanbags?
Nah, that's not outlaw style. They're more like fortified bases. That'll make them easier to find, but a hell of a lot tougher to take down.
Where do I start looking?
In the deep fields, I already uploaded some coords to your map. Once all the 3 bases are down, the Ghost Fleet will make its grand entrance and present us with our ticket out of Cedo.
Well, I'm glad you two got it all figured out. I'll gather some data on my patient, while you free agents get busy raiding bases.
We're really not outlaws.
And I really don't care. We're good. As long as you uphold your end of the bargain.
Yep, she's a good one. Okay. We've got new person. I pressed tab. Apparently that ejected me out into
The markers
space.
show all bases I detected within the deep fields. A few may be duds, but I'm certain at least one of them is a beanbag hiding the Ghost Fleet. Once you've found it and taken it down, I'll use a little trick to pinpoint the others.
Okay, he's got a plan. They are out in the deep fields over there. That's good. These are just random mission coordinates, so I think they're just randomly generated things. Actually, there's one nearby. Yeah, there's one basically right next to me. I think those are just like random generators. Anyway, I need to go back into the base. Hi. Actually, I didn't need to do that. I could have looked without doing that. Whatever. Right, perks. She brings us perks. Nanotechnology and energy orbs. Okay. Doubles the repair speed of nanobots. Nanotech will also repair nearby allies. Nanotech also repairs armor for half the amount. Ooh, that gives us an extra way to recover armor if we max that out. That's very nice. Kind of pricey to get those upgrades though. 13,000. Daxes are quite a bit cheaper in terms of credits, but more raw materials. I think Dahlia is like Dax is more like cobbling stuff together out of scrap. Dahlia is like more refined, specific, more advanced technologies. As a result, she requires like more specialized resources and more credits. So that said, energy orbs only 720 credits. There's 6 levels though. Ooh, that's going to get expensive, I expect. Destroying ships will sometimes free energy orbs, replenish some weapon and boost energy when collected. Energy orbs also replenish armor. Energy orbs also replenish shield energy. Destroying ships, especially elites, will sometimes set free a rare orb that grants a little more weapon and boost energy, and a 20% increase to handling. Energy orbs will move towards you from a greater distance, and rare orbs also charge the ship's ult. So this tech starts out cheap, but even at the start, well, it requires flawless crystals. That is actually kind of costly. That is, wow. I do have 44 flawless crystals at this point. So I think I need to go back to mining with the beam laser in general. I don't need flawless crystals, but it's just like some of this stuff is a bit too juicy for my pocket. Like I can't make another Hydrogen buffer without some titanium, and I only found like 1 piece of titanium. 1 piece is all it needs, but I only found the 1 piece. That's not good. Right. I can afford to actually start deploying energy orbs though, so get some engine boost energy back. Energy orbs level 1. Next one is 10 titanium, of course. But that's the one that gives me some armor back from energy orbs. So 10 titanium, but it will be more important. Okay, that's one last thing I need to do, which is I need to go to Superlight and see if they have a conversation. Because that did get in the way of my recording before, so I need to do that now just to clear it out of the way, if there is any. If I right button, there we go. Pop! And nothing. Alright.
You really think we can trust her?
Never mind.
Delia? Well, she had the upper hand and didn't play it. As long as we don't provoke her, I'd say we're safe.
That includes not revealing to her that you're a clone. I know by now you're just a regular dude and all, but there's a lot of resentment against clones in the colonies.
You don't have to remind me. Not even Ben knows.
Better keep it that way.
That is entirely fair. But I think we're good. So, gonna end it there. This has been MR3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. This is going to be a longer episode as well. Hope you guys don't mind. If there's a problem, just let me know, and I'll try and rein it back in the future to more reasonable length episodes. Since I normally aim for like 30 minutes roughly. Of course, if I'm enjoying things, or if it's a game with a bit of a longer runtime, then I do overshoot a bit, as is the case with this one, but there was something I was wanting to get finished. So yeah. This has been MR3. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It helps out me, helps out the channel. It gives me those virtual head pats I oh so crave. And I'll see you all some other time. Yeah, catch you all later.